Hello and welcome back to Romero's Aftermath Season 1, Episode 8? Yeah. I just looked at it, so I should have known. Yeah, both are loaded. I've noticed that there's a lot of congregation of these zombies in this area, so I have a feeling someone was here. Maybe not too recently, but because they do seem to have a point where they do return to, I guess, their original spots. Either they like slowly wander back or they just kind of teleport. But regardless, occasionally they seem to return back. And the mere fact that there's a lot of them that have not returned back means first, I know there's another one that's close by, probably in that area. Rockets are good for, again, the fuel. This area hasn't, doesn't look like it's been messed with anytime recently. I'm not going to really worry about this too much. He'll come up here. He doesn't really care as much. He just knows that there's food. But once you jump up onto one of these areas, they can't really get to you. See, this is what people do. And that's why I do this. Now, I guess I could just have done that. I don't know why people do that. Oh, I know why. It's to mess with people, but it's just kind of annoying overall. I don't really care as much because I can still shoot through them. Oh. I just saw that thing spawn, so apparently someone has been here recently. And from what I understand, no zombie spawns up here. But from out here, someone's chasing something around. So someone might be downstairs. These MTAC 556, or MaxTac, something like that. They're actually not that good. I mean, I guess they're a good starter rifle, but overall you probably want to be upgrading or disassembling them pretty early on. Yeah, for some reason people like to block this area off because it's a known tech spawn. I already know I have that. I already know I have all those. So there we go. I usually disassemble these. You can upgrade them now, but I'm not really even going to bother with that. I know there's an ammunition spawn, or I guess it's not a guaranteed ammunition spawn, but they're over here. Yeah. Yep, someone's here. Which means I have to get my looting done here fast, and I don't want people stealing my stuff. Yep. I worked too hard to get this stuff. I didn't realize that. I will say that. Nope. Junk. That's another. That actually spawns either ammunition or. What is it? Attachments for weapons. And then you have stuff like here. Oh. Spaz 12. Not a bad one. Plastic pipes. Occasionally you find good things in here. It's very rare, but it does happen. Next thing you want to do is yeah, it made it sound like there was multiple ammunition uses there, but it actually wasn't. Yeah, have a feeling someone's on the outside and was just running around. I have a feeling they're not actually going to be inside for a bit. You want to grab jumper cables. They have metal, which is basically used for ammunition. Not too worried about using up my ammunition here. Again, I can make plenty of it. And you tend to get more ammunition back from looting like this than really anything. Yep, someone's in here. Yeah, they're in the outer area. He looks like he's a newer player yet. Oh, that's Yancey. Yeah, he's definitely a newer player. Though he does know which ones to actually get up on, which is smart. If you're a coward player, it's actually pretty smart to know which ones to actually get up on. I'm not really too careful where I go anymore. You can get chemicals from those. Now that I know that someone else is here, it's actually more preferable that I run around, because he'll be inside pretty quickly. I need to get the good materials out before I leave. Yeah, he's already in, so this area has been looted, so it should be fine. From what I understand, very little of the area needs to be looted. This stuff that's up there tends to be what you're looking for. Let's see how many people are on this server right now. Enough. This server doesn't tend to be that populated. It's actually PvE 10, I believe. It gets pretty populated every once in a while. You'll have maybe 16, 20 people on. But now we're heading to... should we go to the farm? The farms tend to be rather valuable for ammunition. I usually like going to this Oak Pond farm because I can go through the Oak Pond farm, the Craigsburg, and then go to Hilltop, Edgeville farm. Then I can swing back up and hit the Trader's Safe House. And it's usually what I do if I'm going for a quick farming run. Usually I'll actually grind a area for a pretty significant amount of time, but I'm kind of on I'm on the clock here, so might as well just run around and show people the areas. Trying not to do too much grinding on cam. Let's see. I should be fine right now. I can actually break down anything I don't need. Disassemble. I already got it, so drop that. Disassemble. Disassemble. We should have actually plenty of metal. We actually were looking mostly for the chemicals. We do have a pristine shotgun now, which isn't too bad. The smoke grenades are actually valuable for clearing areas pretty quickly. They don't explode or anything like that, but you can basically attract a lot of zombies and then toss one off, and it will attract all of them to it, and then you can throw a frag grenade at them. Or you can just toss the grenade because it, and they'll all congregate to it. At least in the immediate vicinity, because they tend to be more. Oh, I guess they're more attracted to humans, but it's not too much of a concern regardless. zombies aren't really a very big threat in this game, even with the PvE additions. But I actually really do like this game because it has that PvE part, that PvE aspect. Because not everyone wants to be shooting other people, not everyone wants to be shot by other people's, and people don't always like having hackers constantly on the server. Now, occasionally, yeah, there are hackers, and it does happen more frequently than I would like to admit, but that's kind of why they did the PvE. And that's what also that's another reason why they actually have the legendary servers, is because PvE is not always fun for a lot of people. People actually do like killing others, but to avoid a lot of the hackers, they have actually implemented a legendary thing, which really it's like $30, but it's a permanent addition, a permanent upgrade to the account, and I'm probably going to get it at some point. It's just I don't feel like getting it right now. I was actually tempted to get it recently, but I decided against it. What's actually kind of annoying is they have a what is it? A plan that gives you 3,300. Was it Galaxy Cash or GC, whatever you want to call it? And it's literally 65 less than you 65 less than you actually need to get a legendary. I actually think they should lower it just so you can just pay for that amount, which I think was $20. And really if you're going to pay the extra $5 to get that 65, you might as well just pay the 30 and get twice as much. And it's annoying. That is one of the few things. Their marketing ploys tend to be something that really backfires on them, and it's understandable. They have kind of questionable market practices. But, oh well. Now, funny enough, this is actually one of my bases. Someone's been caught for cheating. Hooray! That's actually a good thing. There. This is just more of a drop-off area. I was actually thinking about taking this down anyway. And yeah, that was the building mechanic. Basically, it's, go into a building mechanic, press B, and anywhere in these blue areas is where you can build. And I can build structures, like these are the buildings, water purifier, container. You can only have one container per plot. You can have a cooking grill. This is the large area for building. Though, yeah, sometimes you can't actually find a good spot to place that. That's basically to prevent people from just building right next to you and just going sky high. Though it affects your own plot, so that's kind of an annoyance. Then you have shelters like these, which are small, and then you have the shelters which are slightly bigger. I think the largest thing you can get is this large plateau thing. And there seems to be a graphical glitch right now. It's not usually that weird dark color. Then you have walls. It says walls and gates, but there's no gates and barricades. These hurt people, by the way. And I've seen people actually cordon off these things. This is one of the main reasons I had this, was to prevent people from just cordoning off this area. And people can't build in my area, so hooray. Also, I could drop stuff off here, which I'm likely to do. I basically have traps here, so. Oh, I also have some tack deserts. I guess that was probably where I was gonna go anyway, to go find some of those. Oh, you could just right click, tosses it over to the next, or to this inventory. I'm actually gonna take those tools. I could probably make some ammunition here, but this is where I usually drop off all these spare parts. I'm actually going to keep the parts, the metal, and the chemicals on me, but the metal pipes and stuff like that I can get rid of. Glass, plastic, cloth, stone, adhesive. I think there was like food and stuff like that. This area was designed kind of to be a farm, but I never really implemented anything too much further for it, so I don't think it's gonna go for the full farm. But it doesn't matter. We can actually probably build a water tower here, which I'm actually really considering right now. Right now it's not too much of a concern. If I need to, I will. I guess I really don't need the barricades right now. I'm not too concerned. We're just going over here. But yeah, that crossroads area was designed more for just quick building. And it's literally almost directly out of the reach of the safe zone. Because I think the safe zone ends like right here, where you can start building. And so that's a pretty big area around that you can't actually build. And that's just to prevent people from hopping worlds and like having all their bases all around these places just to have like 3 extra sections of storage space. Also, those storage boxes have limited function in that they can't stack certain items, like armor can't be stacked. Accessories can't be stacked other than the, magazines. And when you go into the build mode, it does, if I used a pistol, he wouldn't have woke up, but I don't really care as much. I'm actually looking for loot. Mostly looking for tech, but anything that's valuable can be used. And this is why the purification tablets can actually be useful, is if you don't have water, which, funny enough, right here, there's not going to be much water. I can almost guarantee that. But, actually, the farm tends to have drinkable water in it. In bottles, it's just, oh, they must be going on a banning spree. Apparently they found some sort of, not mod, but some sort of hack that people have been using, so now when people use it, they get banned. And hopefully recording software isn't considered a hack, because I've actually seen a couple games. I think Arma 2 had an issue where it would ban you from servers if you were trying to record things. It happened a couple times to a lot of people I know, so yeah, Battle I picked up on, oh, DX Tory's trying to record this. How dare they? Ban. Shame. Shame for recording. This area tends to be rather tame for just the area. Not many zombies. There are zombies in the water, by the way, so just fair warning. They sometimes just get up and try to eat your face. And you can actually walk through the water. I learned that, yeah, you can walk through water. It won't kill you. And I had to make sure that that was possible, because some games you could walk into the water and suddenly just drop dead. Oh, you drowned by walking into 2 inches of water. Oh no, how dare you. Oh, that water came up to your feet. Well, now you're dead. I hate games like that, actually. Oh, the cheesy nacho. I've already learned the Type 3 armor, which is the only one I seem to have found. Let's organize that. Oh. Disassemble that for adhesive. Adhesive's not really that valuable. Not like Fallout. Chemical's kind of the thing that you really want because a lot of things actually hinge on the chemical components. This is actually a pretty good place to find, what is it, backpacks? And people with crazy names talking in chat. Fun. I try to be as family friendly as possible, but I can't do anything about people who are in chat. Sorry about that. Just ignore it. I would shut it off if I could, but unfortunately it's not an option for me. I don't think this game has that option. Yeah, you can find some good backpacks here. That's level 3. You can actually find the Alice pack, which is a level 7. And I believe that's the highest or the second highest bag. And watch out, people tend to block off that area. Krugers are useless. Even their like upgraded variants tend to be useless. 45. This is actually a pretty good area to find ammunition if you want to stock up on some ammunition. Apparently someone's been here semi-recently because things are respawning. Either that or someone's following me. Wouldn't be surprised. That happens actually semi-frequently. But this is also the only place you can find, not this place directly, but farms tend to be the only place you can actually find seeds. Yep. Zombie. So dangerous, the zombie. I love being able to shoot through windows. I really love shooting through windows. You can find dirty water in here. Again, purification tablets if you need it. You could also purify with fire. But yeah, their sound's kind of messed up recently because of the new patches. It'll get fixed. They seem to be pretty good at fixing things on this one now, so I'm not too bad. Let's see. Nothing good. Nothing good. Hi. Yeah. When I finally fix that sound, I'll be happy, but till then. He's on the other side of this area. Yeah. You can actually, when you start playing this game, you'll actually start to understand like where they would be. Their sound, well, sometimes sometimes it gets messed up. You can actually still hear mostly where they're at. So it's even in a buggy state, it's still rather stable. So I'll give that to them. Yeah. Till next time, if you enjoy what you're watching, like and subscribe for more. Have a nice day. See you in the next episode. Thank you for watching. And remember, all shall subscribe to the one true king.